Before Prince landed on a final album configuration, there were so many changes made. Some of the songs were given to artists like Stevie Nicks, which got scared when she heard the music, so she had to turn it down. Another song was given to an artist and then taken back because the song was just too good. And one of the songs was so dirty it caused a committee to be formed by co-founder Tipper Gore, which is Democrat Vice President Al Gore's wife, and others that ended up putting this label on albums they deemed inappropriate. That album is Purple Rain, and today we're going to talk about how it was made. Hey everybody, welcome back to Red Mug Music. I'm extremely excited to be talking about Prince today, especially this topic, which is Purple Rain. Purple Rain, if you're not familiar with it, it was a phenomenal success. It became the 10th biggest film in 1984 and grossing almost $70 million. It earned Prince an Academy Award for Best Original Score, and many critics rated it as one of the finest rock films of all time. But I can tell you the success of Purple Rain wasn't exactly due to like good acting or like a great script. It was from the music. And the music is what I want to talk about today. Just like a movie has to be pieced together, so was this album. And that's why I find it very interesting on how this album was made. By the time shooting on Purple Rain began in November of 1983, Prince was wrapping up the first version of the Purple Rain album, and a test pressing dated November 7th, 1983 was made, and it included the following songs. It went Let's Go Crazy, The Beautiful Ones, Computer Blue, Darling Nikki, Wednesday, Purple Rain, I Would Die For You, Baby I'm a Star, and Father Song. Two of these songs, if you're familiar with the album, Father Song and Wednesday, didn't make the final album, although a portion of Father Song is included in the film and became part of the song Computer Blue. So let's go over this first configuration. The first song is called Let's Go Crazy. This song was first performed live and recorded during a concert in August of 1983. Prince knew that he was going to have to improve the sound, so he re-recorded it in the studio. It was eventually edited down to make room for the title Take Me With You, and now the original studio long version that was the version for the first configuration that we're talking about now can be found on the deluxe album labeled Special Dance Mix. So if you want to hear that song, you can. The second song is called The Beautiful Ones. This is one of three songs that was just performed and everything by Prince, along with Darling Nikki and When Doves Cry. It was recorded to replace the song Electric Intercourse in the movie and on the record. It was a song written for Susanna Melvoin, which was eventually became his girlfriend. And it meant a lot to Prince, but then in 1950, we actually found out that Prince identified Denise Matthews, which we all know as Vanity, to actually be the beautiful one this song was about. The third song is called Computer Blue. The song that underwent probably the most changes before making its way into this album. Its final version went from 13 minutes down to 4. The instrumental part of this song is titled Father Song, like I said before, and credit was given to Prince's dad, John L. Nelson. Father Song was originally included as a piano instrumental, but later pulled. Song number 5 is called Darling Nikki. We all know Darling Nikki. Eventually replaced the song called G-Spot on Purple Rain due to the song being closer to the sound of Purple Rain, even though it's still vastly different. So when you hear Darling Nikki, it just sounds a little bit different, but it worked on the album really well, so that's why he put it on there. American social issues advocate Tipper Gore reportedly co-founded the Parents Music Resource Center, or PMRC, in 1985 because she witnessed her daughter Karina, who was 11 years old at the time, listening to the song Darling Nikki. As examples of what they meant, the PMRC published a list of 15 popular filthy songs with Darling Nikki as its first song. The PMRC would later become known for leading to the use of the well-known parental advisory sticker on album covers. You guys remember those stickers? In a side note, I looked at the Filthy 15. 3 of those songs had something to do with Prince. All right, song number 5. This song's called Wednesday. It's a piano-led ballad written for Jill Jones to sing in Purple Rain in her role as a love-struck waitress, recorded in Prince's home studio in October 24th, 1983. Susan Rogers, which was his engineer at the time, describes Wednesday as a little piano piece that Prince was playing upstairs for quite a while before it was recorded. He put a vocal guide on it, but it was going to be sung by Jill, who was madly in love with him in the film. She would be sitting at the piano in the club after they had closed, playing the song, If You Don't Call by Wednesday. A portion of this song exists in the 1983 tape of piano playing and improvisations, which also includes Cold Coffee and Cocaine and Mama. It's a cute lullaby-like melody sung by Prince in a tender falsetto voice. The lyric is the complete opposite as it finds Prince in a deep depression. He's contemplating suicide from 12 o'clock till dawn. He doesn't explain the reason for his miserable state, only saying that he hates it when he is all alone. The song on the piano tape has previously been referred to as There's No Telling What I Might Do. You can also find a live recording of Wednesday I found on an album that came out in 2018 called Piano and a Microphone 1983. So if you want to listen to that song, you can find it there. Song number 6, we all know it. It's called Purple Rain. I remember this was the closing track Prince played during his final concert in Atlanta on April 14th, 2016, the week before his death. So this is possibly the last song he ever played. Only one version exists that he recorded in 83, 84. It was actually meant to be a collaboration with Stevie Nicks, as I was talking about before. Prince asked Stevie Nicks to write the lyrics to a 10-minute instrumental that he gave her. She said she listened to the song and just got scared. Told Prince she can't do it. So he brought the track back to his band where Wendy started playing some chords and introducing some new guitar phrasing with the music, and it kind of caught on with the band and it started taking on like a different tone, so they went with it. It actually had like a country type sound to it at first, and that's when he gave it to Stevie Nicks, but Wendy fixed it. Song number 7 is called I Would Die For You. There's 2 versions recorded of the song. One you hear on Purple Rain, and the other one is actually called a studio version, which is actually a rehearsal jam with some overdubbing. The 8th song is called Baby I'm a Star. There's 2 versions of this song as well. Originally recorded by Prince in 1981, but re-recorded for inclusion in Purple Rain. And if you remember, Baby I'm a Star was in Tim Burton's 1989 Batman film. It was part of the Joker's Parade. It played during that time. And it wasn't in the soundtrack because Prince opted to replace it with 200 Balloons, if you know that song. I think it's on the hits B-sides, if you want to find it there. But then 200 Balloons was rejected, so the song Trust was used in the soundtrack. And Trust was recorded to sound like Baby I'm a Star. It's similar in length. It's similar in the drum loop that it uses, and even the lyrical pace. So pretty cool stuff there. And the last song on the first configuration of Purple Rain's called Father's Song. We've talked about that a few times. This one was created by Prince and John L. Nelson, his dad. It didn't make the final album, but it is included in the film and also constitutes a part of Computer Blue, as we discussed before. A portion of the song was played in the piano segment of the Purple Rain show. Father's Song is a calm piano instrumental with a beautiful medley. It was recorded in Prince's home studio in October 1983, shortly before shooting of Purple Rain began. The full 5-minute, 15-second recording of the song is awesome. It's really good, featuring several melodic elements not heard in Purple Rain or as part of Computer Blue. And you can actually find this on the Purple Rain Deluxe Expanded Edition if you have that, or if you can stream it, you can buy it. It's out there, so you can definitely listen to Father's Song. It's good. In March 1984, Purple Rain underwent some more changes, and that brought on a second configuration of the album. The new configuration of Purple Rain was compiled by taking out Father's Song. They took out Wednesday, and they added in When Doves Cry and a long version of Computer Blue, but still no Take Me With You. So the second configuration of Purple Rain looks a whole lot like Purple Rain as we know it now, except for When Doves Cry was added, it was put in the same spot as where Purple Rain was in the first configuration, and he knocked Purple Rain down to the last song. So now the album looks like this. It's Let's Go Crazy, which is still the full-length version. It's like over 7.5 minutes long. The Beautiful Ones, Computer Blue, like over 7 minutes long, Computer Blue, Darling Nikki, and then now When Doves Cry. After the first pressing of Purple Rain, Prince continued to record music. Have you ever wondered why When Doves Cry has such a unique sound? Well, while mixing the song, after he recorded it and he was mixing it, Prince wasn't fully satisfied with how the song sounded. So Prince reached over and pressed the button that took out the bass guitar. You know, when he records music, he starts with the drum and then he adds the bass in there. So it was one of the first things he put on the song, but in the end, he ended up taking it back out, and he really liked the sound of it. And he liked it so well that he just went ahead and kept the bass out, and he put it on the album that way, and that's what we know as When Doves Cry. The sixth song is called I Would Die For You, as it is now. Baby, I'm a Star, it's number 7, and last, Purple Rain. And then finally, the third and final configuration of Purple Rain ended up looking like this. This is what we know it to be now. So it's the third that we know of, the third configuration. Now, Let's Go Crazy was now edited down to 4 minutes and 39 seconds so he can add in Take Me With You as the second song. This was supposed to be a duet with Apollonia, and it was going to be included on the Apollonia 6 album along with the other songs that you may have heard called Sex Shooter and Manic Monday, which was later given to the Bangles and become a huge hit, if you remember. What happened, Prince pulled the track and included it on Purple Rain because the song was just way too good and way too strong. And he didn't want to waste it on an Apollonia 6 album, so he just took it back for himself because he only had 8 tracks on Purple Rain, so he just needed more material. Then song number 3, The Beautiful Ones. Then Computer Blue is edited down to right under 4 minutes. Darling Nikki, When Doves Cry, I Would Die For You, Baby I'm a Star, and Purple Rain. You know, Purple Rain's like 8 minutes and 45 minutes long. Such a long song. So this is the version of Purple Rain that you and I know. If you don't know, you need to, because it's a really good album. So in my opinion, Purple Rain is probably the tightest song in the Prince catalog. It's the perfect album with a perfect first song and a great follow-up song. And if you've been following me, on my channel, you know that I find the first 2 songs to be extremely important because they set the tone for the rest of the album, and they definitely do here. And also the songs on the album are just really good, and it's got a fantastic album flow and really good transitions. So the album showcases different sounds, tempos, moods, and styles from song to song, while oddly staying within a certain feel, and ends up with the grandest finale you can possibly think of, which is Purple Rain. So if you haven't heard this album, it's time that you did. Start to finish. Don't just listen to the big hits. Start at the beginning and let it display all the way through, and pay attention, because it's meant to be heard as an album, and it's really good. And for the rest of us, I think this album just needs to be part of your normal rotation. It's that good of an album. It can be, like I said with Phil Collins, No Jacket Required. I'm pretty sure that Purple Rain would be in my top 10 albums of my favorite top 10 albums of all time. So if you like this sort of content, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bells, because just because you subscribe doesn't mean my videos are going to end up in your feed. So make sure you ring the bell so you get that notification. And if you've already subscribed, go ahead and give the video a like. I would really appreciate if you did that. And share it with somebody that you know, somebody that would enjoy this video. I would love for you to do that. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I will see you guys next time.